Our baby can fly.
Yes, yes, nothing but the best for you, darling.
To take different paths. Can we keep it? One would be...
Megamind is a vibrant animated film that takes a familiar superhero concept and turns it completely on its head, delivering a story that is as thoughtful and emotional as it is funny and action-packed. Set in a colorful, exaggerated cityscape, the movie explores the age-old battle between hero and villain, but with a clever twist that shifts the focus away from traditional good versus evil storytelling. Instead, it asks deeper questions about identity, purpose, and what happens when someone who has defined themselves by losing finally gets everything they thought they wanted. From the very beginning, the film establishes a playful tone filled with humor and spectacle, while quietly laying the groundwork for a surprisingly heartfelt journey about self-discovery and choice. The center of the story is Megamind, a blue-skinned super genius who has spent his entire life being labeled as the villain. His intelligence is unmatched, his inventions are wildly imaginative, and his flair for dramatic monologues is undeniable. Yet beneath all the confidence and showmanship lies a character shaped by rejection and misunderstanding. From his earliest moments, Megamind's life is defined by contrast, growing up on the wrong side of fate while his rival, Metro Man, is celebrated as the perfect hero. This imbalance shapes Megamind's worldview, pushing him into a role he never truly chose, but one he learned to embrace because it was the only place society seemed willing to put him. Metro Man represents everything Megamind is not supposed to be: charming, beloved, effortlessly heroic, and adored by the people of the city. Their rivalry is the foundation of the film's conflict, but it is presented less as a personal vendetta and more as a routine, almost theatrical performance. Their battles feel like scheduled events, complete with dramatic entrances and citywide destruction that somehow always resets by the next encounter. This dynamic becomes a key part of the film's humor, highlighting how both characters are trapped in roles they have been playing for so long that neither knows what life would look like without the other. When Megamind finally achieves his ultimate goal and defeats Metro Man, the victory is not the triumphant moment he imagined it would be. Instead of celebration, he is left with emptiness. The city falls into a strange calm, and Megamind realizes that without a hero to fight, his identity as a villain feels meaningless. This unexpected turn becomes the emotional core of the film, transforming what initially looks like a standard animated comedy into a story about purpose and existential confusion. Megamind's struggle is no longer about conquering the city, but about understanding who he is when the role he built his life around suddenly disappears. Supporting characters play a crucial role in shaping Megamind's journey. Minion, his loyal fish-like companion encased in a robotic suit, serves as both comic relief and emotional anchor. Minion's unwavering loyalty and simple moral compass provide a contrast to Megamind's overthinking and insecurity. Their relationship feels genuine and earned, reflecting years of shared experiences and quiet moments behind the scenes of grand villainous plans. Through Minion, the film emphasizes the importance of having someone who believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. Another key figure in the story is Roxanne Ritchie, a sharp, fearless reporter who often finds herself caught between Megamind and Metro Man's battles. Rather than being a passive character, she is intelligent, brave, and deeply curious, often questioning the narratives presented to her by both hero and villain. Her interactions with Megamind, especially when he adopts a disguise to spend time with her, add layers of complexity to the story. Through these moments, the film explores themes of honesty and self-worth, showing how Megamind begins to see himself differently when he is not hiding behind the label of villain. As the plot progresses, Megamind attempts to recreate his sense of purpose by creating a new hero to replace Metro Man. This decision leads to the introduction of Titan, a character whose transformation highlights one of the film's most important messages. Unlike Metro Man, Titan lacks empathy and humility, and his journey demonstrates that power alone does not make someone a hero. Through Titan's descent, the film critiques the idea that heroism is defined by abilities rather than choices, reinforcing the idea that character is shaped by values. not destiny. The conflict escalates as Titan becomes a genuine threat to the city, forcing Megamind to confront the consequences of his actions. For the first time, Megamind is faced with a challenge that cannot be solved through gadgets or theatrics alone. He must decide whether to step into a new role, one that requires selflessness, courage, and responsibility. This transformation is gradual and believable, rooted in his growing understanding that he has always had the capacity for good. Even if no one ever gave him the chance to prove it, visually, Megamind stands out with its bold character designs and expressive animation. The exaggerated features and dynamic action sequences enhance the comedic tone, while quieter moments are given space to breathe through subtle expressions and thoughtful pacing. The city itself feels alive, serving as both a playground for epic battles and a reflection of the characters' emotional states. Action scenes are energetic and creative, but they never overshadow the story's emotional beats. Maintaining a balance that keeps the audience engaged on multiple levels, the film's humor works on several layers, appealing to both younger viewers and adults. Slapstick comedy and visual gags coexist with clever dialogue, pop culture references, and satirical takes on superhero tropes. Megamind's dramatic flair and over-the-top speeches are consistently funny, but they also reveal his deep need to be seen and understood. This blend of humor and vulnerability is what makes the character so memorable and relatable, even as he navigates an exaggerated animated world. One of the film's strongest elements is its message about choice and identity. Megamind's journey suggests that people are not defined by where they come from or how others label them, but by the decisions they make when given the chance to change. The story challenges the idea of predetermined roles, showing that even someone who has spent their entire life as the villain can become a hero when they choose to act with compassion and courage. This theme resonates deeply, making the film more than just an entertaining animated adventure. As the story reaches its climax, Megamind fully embraces his new role, not because he wants recognition or applause, but because it is the right thing to do. His final confrontation is less about defeating an enemy and more about proving to himself that he is capable of growth. The resolution brings a sense of closure without feeling overly simplistic, allowing the characters to evolve while staying true to their personalities. The city's response reflects this shift, recognizing that heroism can come from unexpected places. By the end of the film, Megamind completes a transformation that feels earned and meaningful. He does not lose his intelligence, humor, or dramatic flair. Instead, he redefines how those traits are used. This nuanced ending reinforces the film's central message that embracing who you are does not mean being trapped by who you were. The journey from villain to hero is portrayed not as a sudden switch, but as a process of understanding, acceptance, and growth. Megamind remains a standout animated film because it dares to question familiar narratives while delivering a story filled with heart, humor, and imagination. Its characters are memorable, its themes are timeless, and its approach to the superhero genre feels fresh even years later. By blending comedy with emotional depth, the film creates an experience that entertains while also encouraging viewers to reflect on identity, belonging, and the power of choice. It is a story that proves that sometimes the greatest transformation is not changing the world, but changing how you see yourself.